All right, today we're going to break down a fictional story that absolutely exploded online. It's a seriously chilling tale about love, a really cruel betrayal, and a revenge that goes to some truly horrifying places. Let's get right into it.
So, a quick warning before we get started. This story goes to some extremely bleak and disturbing places. Seriously. If that's not your kind of thing, this is probably your best chance to click away.
Okay, so our story kicks off with a connection that seems, well, pretty unlikely. We meet our main character, a young guy whose quiet, predictable life is about to get completely flipped on its head. Now, what's so wild about this setup is that it's the classic opposites attract story turned up to 11. On one side, you've got Sam. He's a computer genius, super introverted, a guy who genuinely prefers to be alone. And on the other side, Malini. She's the most popular girl in college, the center of attention, the one everyone wants to be with. They are from two totally different worlds, which makes what's about to happen so much more intense.
And for Sam, this is his whole identity. He's not just shy, he actually loves being by himself. He thinks small talk is a waste of time, and he's happiest when he's just left alone, usually tinkering in the computer lab. He has built his entire world around solitude. So you're probably wondering, how do these two even get together? Well, it happens fast. Like, unbelievably fast. Day one, Malini, the girl everyone is trying to talk to, sits down and starts a conversation with him. By day 3, they're basically best friends. And then, just 1 week in, she drops a bombshell. And this is the line that just shatters all his walls. I mean, imagine being a guy who feels totally invisible, who trusts no one, and then hearing these words from her. It's life-changing. He, the quiet loner, suddenly feels seen, feels chosen. But you know how it goes. When something seems way too good to be true, it usually is. Just as quickly as this perfect romance started, it completely disintegrates. This is where the story takes a sharp, brutal turn into darkness. So after they make things official, Sam sends this totally normal, caring text. Did you get home safely? Just a sweet, simple message. But this text, this marks the very last moment of normalcy before his entire world falls apart. And nothing. He gets no reply. The next day, he's probably all excited to see her, but she's just cold. She completely ignores him, sits with her old friends, and acts like he doesn't even exist. Sam is just left there, totally confused and heartbroken. When he finally musters up the courage to confront her, this is what she hits him with, while laughing with her friends. The entire thing, every conversation, every moment, it was all just a joke. A bet. The humiliation is just absolute and public. And then, to just twist the knife, she delivers this final devastating line. It was not personal. That phrase right there, that cold, dismissive excuse, becomes the very seed for everything that follows. Completely broken and humiliated, Sam retreats to the one place where he isn't a victim but a king, the digital world. This is where we see a terrifying switch flip, as he goes from being the prey to something far, far worse. For days, he just replays her words over and over in his head. But the shame doesn't fade. It starts to fester and curdle into something else entirely. He realizes he can't just forget it. So he decides to use his unique skills to fight back in the most extreme way he can think of. And this is how he does it. The whole process is just chillingly simple, almost like a business transaction. He uses his expertise to navigate the dark web, finds one of those pick-your-target sites, puts in her details, pays with crypto, and that's it. Within a day, he gets the confirmation. It's not long before a private link appears in his inbox. See, his revenge isn't just going to happen. It's going to be a performance, a live-streamed event for a paying audience. He's been invited to what's called a Redroom. The stream goes live, and the viewers just pour in. At its peak, there are 10,000 anonymous people who have paid to watch this happen. Think about that. Sam didn't just get revenge. He crowdsourced it to an audience of complete psychopaths. And the chat is just a nightmare. I mean, look at these suggestions. It's a flood of the most horrific ideas imaginable. Sam sees one comment that cuts through the noise. Cut off her tongue. He realizes her words are what hurt him, so he makes that the command. While Malini is begging for her life, asking what she did wrong, Sam, who the chat knows only as the special guest, types out a message. He has the masked host read it aloud to her. He throws her own cruel, cold words right back in her face at her absolute lowest moment.
With her own words used against her, there's only one thing left for him to do. He types his final command, 2 simple words, and then he just closes the laptop. His part is done. He leaves her to the fate that 10,000 strangers have paid to see.
So after all of that, how does the story end? Well, it doesn't end with regret or justice. It ends with a really twisted look inside the mind of the protagonist and what he believes he's learned from all this. This right here is Sam's final takeaway. And this might be the most disturbing part of the entire story. There's no guilt. To him, Malini wasn't a person he had destroyed, she was a lesson. He's reframed this unbelievably monstrous act as a necessary education in how the world works.
And that's where the story leaves us. It really forces you to ask the question, where is the line? Where does a quest for justice end and a complete descent into madness begin? It's a deeply unsettling story, a modern cautionary tale about cruelty and the terrifying power that anonymity can give someone online.